Greetings, this is Captain Rex, and you're watching Star Wars Nut 77, home of the Star Wars Memorabilia Reviews.
How you doing, Star Wars fans? My name is John, and welcome back to another Star Wars review. As you can see, I've got quite a few items here in front of me. In this video, I'm going to review and show you guys the complete collection. This is the Saga collection by Hasbro. These figures came out in 2002, right after Attack of the Clones. I recently did a review over the Attack of the Clones figures, which are also part of the Saga line. They're very similar in package design. These figures came out right after that. These include figures and characters from the original trilogy, so Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. These are some really cool figures. In fact, some of these 12-inch figures are some of my favorite 12-inch figures that Hasbro produced. Now, I believe that the Hasbro 12-inch figure line is kind of underrated. You can get these really cheap, and there's not really high demand for these particular figures, but I think they're really cool. Some of these are exclusives I'll show you at the very end of the video. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at the Star Wars Saga collection by Hasbro. First figure I'm going to show you is Han Solo from A New Hope. In 2003, I just want to note that Hasbro did change the package design quite a bit, and I plan on doing a review and show you those figures in a future video here shortly. But this is Han Solo. He's got the quick draw action. This is the second sculpt of Han Solo. He was one of the very first figures and waves that Hasbro produced back in 1995. So he's got a new look to him. If you look carefully, you can actually see his scar on his chin that Harrison Ford actually has. So the attention to detail is good. He's got his pistol here. He's got a holster right down there. Here's a picture of Han Solo, Harrison Ford. Here's a quick draw. So there's a button on the back, and you switch, and he has a quick draw. A little information about New Hope, a little information about Han Solo himself. Here's some other figures in the line, the Saga line. So you have Geonosian Warrior, so that's from Attack of the Clones. You have Lando Calrissian Skiff Guard, and you have AT-ST Driver. They have these Jedi points where you can redeem these for different prizes. You can join the Star Wars fan club, all that good stuff. Very detailed figure. Here are two Empire Strikes Back figures. Notice that this wave is a little bit different. These figures actually came out before the Han Solo. If you notice before, it was orange. Now this is red. But they came out the same year. So you have Zuckuss. Here's kind of a fun fact. The original vintage line of Star Wars figures by Kenner, Kenner got the names Zuckuss and Forlom mixed up. So the figures, Zuckuss is named Forlom, Forlom Zuckuss, vice versa. So kind of interesting. They're both bounty hunters. But he comes with a really unique gun, pistol. You don't see that in the movie, I don't think. Nothing noticeable anywhere. There's a screenshot. He had no speaking lines in the movie, but a really big favorite by a lot of fans. A little bit about Zuckuss and about the Empire Strikes Back. I don't really like this package design because it gets crumpled and the bubble over time. As you can see, you can get creased very easily. Here's Imperial Officer. Kind of a generic look to him. He's got the long Elvis sideburns. He's got the removable hat. Nice touch, but cloth clothes, which is nice. You got the insignia, his ranking right there. He's an officer. Is that Piet? I don't recall. It might be Piet. Fully posable. There he is, got the gloves. You can see that his hands actually fingers can move, bend and stuff too as well. Next figures are from Return of the Jedi. Again, notice the orange. Orange is back, so this is a later wave. These retail for $19.99, and back when they first came out, it's around $20. AT-ST Driver. Notice actually the face is very similar to the face of the Imperial Officer. Same mold. They just changed the hair color a little bit. They graded him up a little bit, took away the sideburns. but the same mold. Made him look a little older, put more wrinkles on his forehead and such. They're pretty much the same mold. But you can see he's got the helmet, the ATST. He's in pistols. He's got the goggles as well, which is nice. The longer gloves. His hands are a little bit different sculpt. This is from Return of the Jedi, not Empire Strikes Back, though. Just want to note that. Here's Lando Calrissian, Skiff Guard. Again, a removable helmet. He's got the staff. Love the attention to detail. Does kind of look like Billy D. Williams a little bit. Hit the pistol as well. Screenshot. Fully posable. Some more figures in line. Lando Calrissian. The next wave of figures I'm going to show you were all exclusive. So this one, for example, is Luke and Tauntaun. This was a Toys R Us exclusive. I believe this retailed for around $50 US. I think that's what I paid for this when it first came out. Now, Tauntaun is a remake of and reboot of the Tauntaun Haunted Tauntaun, which came out also at Toys R Us. I believe that came out around 97, 98. But very, very detailed figure. You can see Luke is riding the Tauntaun. Now, this is a different Luke than it was packaged initially, Luke by himself. This is more battle damage Luke. So you can look closely on this face. I'll show you in the back. He's got the battle damage. Be a 360 turn here. Very cool attention to detail. You can see right here, this is his battle damage. He comes with goggles, survival gear, saddle, reins, horns for dominant attack. That's kind of funny that they point that out. Fully articulated. He can bend his knees, his arms, elbows, stuff like that. Screenshot, fully posable. A little about Luke and Tauntaun. Here's a side shot of Luke and Tauntaun. A screenshot from the film. I love the way they have this set up. Very, very cool set. Beautifully done by Hasbro. Next one I'm going to show you is Gamorrean Guard. This is another beautiful figure. Another figure I'm going to show next figure I'm going to show you is Gamorrean Guard. This is also a very detailed figure. This was available at KB Toys, retailed for $30 US. I still have the price tag on this thing when I picked it up initially. You can just see the attention to detail is awesome. Sorry about the glare there, but you can see his he's got the full body kit, the heavy axe, palace garments, helmet, shoulder armor, gauntlets, all the good stuff. It's the only time they released a 12-inch figure for the Gamorrean Guard, and they did a beautiful job with this character. Next figure I'm going to show you is Leia. This is Bosch and Han Solo and Carbonite. This is a Target exclusive. And one thing that was cool about this is that there's a button here. If you push it, there's a light and that makes it transparent, and you can see kind of, looks like it's melting away. You can see kind of an outline of Han Solo. Unfortunately, the batteries died in this thing since then, but that was a cool feature. You can see Bosch herself, very detailed, cloth, the staff. She has a thermal detonator in her left hand, a speech scrambler, visor. The helmet does come off. And she got braided hair, very, very detailed figure. The thermal detonator actually is separated, so she can take that and hold it separate in her hand as well. Last figure I'm going to show you, this is also exclusive at Target only. This is the one of 3 speeder bikes that Target released. The first one being the Biker Scout with speeder bike. There's Leia, and then there's also later on, there's Luke in speeder bike as well, which is released during a different wave. I'll do a review over that separately in a different future video. But very cool. I love the speeder bike. I just love the attention to detail, the background. Hasbro really outdid themselves with this figure as well. She got the removable helmet, removable poncho. If you're ever so inclined, there's even a display that you can hold the speeder bike, which is very, very cool. One thing I want to point out also is you can look carefully here. She's got the poncho here, some more gear in the back that comes off. She's got the gears, stuff like that. So very, very cool speeder bike. And I like the fact there's a stand here so you can actually display it. Very cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite figure in this line is. Let me know what you guys think about the Saga 12-inch line by Hasbro. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for commenting. And may the Force be with you.